We are in Coastal Highway, specifically on Jackrabbit Island. There is a trader offshore somewhere. Haven't talked to him yet, but we do much more immediately, much more eminently need to find ourselves a bedroll at some point. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. We have just arrived here.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
That is so many sewing kits. No pun intended. We found way too many sewing kits so far, but we've just arrived here in this first searchable location, at least the first really searchable location we found our way to, apart from a few fishing huts, which we did check out. Oh, hey, look. This is going to take all of 2 minutes. I think I'll repair it. Somebody in the first episode pointed out, wait a minute, you don't have the woodworking tools yet. You don't need the woodworking tools for everything, obviously. Apparently, you can do some basic repairs as you just move around the world, which is amazing. One thing I'll be curious to talk to people about in the comments, so feel free to share some thoughts on this as we continue to watch this playthrough and like play the game more together in general with this new update, is what's it been like, especially for the more experienced Long Dark players out there who have played the game for years before this update, what's it been like to adjust to the fact that we can now mess with safe houses so much, that we can move things around, that we can fix things? Has it changed your playstyle much? I really do think it's the most dramatic mechanical update to the Long Dark since the early access, since the end of early access. But one thing that's not clear to me yet is what that actually looks like on average for all players. So I'll just be curious what you all think as we continue to play. Because there's just so much you can do. There's so much. It's insane. It's insane.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Bandage and some antiseptic. Antiseptic that, let's be honest, I will probably end up dropping. But for now, I'll hold on to it. I am encumbered though, so I want to be mindful of that. You'll recall that I left a bunch of coal in a cave.
Very much more.
Specifically in a mining tunnel. The one that comes in from Pleasant Valley. So that was less than ideal, but I kind of had to. Okay, now we do have some food. Let's go ahead and eat this lower condition chocolate bar. I'm also going to go ahead and, or not chocolate bar, but candy bar. I suppose it might be chocolate. We do have some flour. That's going to come in handy, but for now it's just going to weigh us down, let's be honest. Don't have a ton of food, so I'm really hoping that, especially if we keep moving. I want to make absolutely sure I didn't look. Oh, yep. Got some cabinets up here.
This will come in handy.
Nice. Herbal tea. Is that something down there? No, it was not. Okay. Let's head outside. I'm really hoping that we're able to find a decent food stash at some point in the near term, if we're lucky. All right, there are some deer down there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is beeline. The really nice thing about going to this island first, if you can make it up to the top safely, is that assuming the weather is this nice for you when you've arrived... Ooh, hang on. We can do some beach combing real quick here. Assuming that the weather is this nice for you... Now let's grab this green maple sapling. There's another one too. Maple saplings too. Not birch saplings, maple saplings. There's 2 of them. Right away. Pretty lucky finds. Assuming you have decent weather, you can sort of look... Oh wait, are those... ketchup chips? Nice! And there was a fish there, but we're not going to worry about that because that would attract some attention, possibly. Yeah, you can just look in that general direction, and you can see if perhaps there are any threats in between you and the next island, while kind of having a straight visual shot up to the top. Now, does that mean that you're just home free if you don't see any wolves? No, of course not. That's not how the Long Dark works. But it's a good advantage of coming to this island first, because that particular angle is just very clean. You can look straight towards the house and kind of see, and keep your eye on it as you go. Alright, so that dock is the new dock that's been... Oh. Okay, not going to be able to get to that corpse very easily. That's unfortunate. We might try a different angle there. Hello. Alright, so some cloth, cedar firewood, recycled can. Not the most necessary thing at this juncture. Alright, let's try another angle on this body. We just don't want to fall in the water if we can help it. Nope. Nope. Don't want to risk it right now. There is too much still at risk. Alright, I'm going to veer slightly right because I want to check out that dock. I wonder if there's a pathway from the dock up to the house now. That would be a significant change coinciding with the arrival of the trader. There is a wolf there, center of the screen, and he is coming toward me. He or she is coming toward me. I also think I might have just seen a wolf up on the top of Misanthrope's. So I can't remember if I mentioned this in episode 1 or 2. Oh, that's a bunny. Oh my god. I heard those footsteps and I was like, I swear if that's a wolf right here on this island with me, I'm going to lose my mind. So I can't remember if I mentioned this when we first discussed the trader's location being here, but the fact that the trader's kind of stash, which I believe is going to be over here, is directly connected to Misanthrope's, that doesn't feel like a coincidence to me. It's like, oh, they've added some lore to the game. The trader is the Misanthrope, perhaps. Maybe there's some reason that he can't go back to his house. Okay, so I need to be mindful of thin ice, but those look like shoes. Worn leather shoes, nice. I see some stuff over here too. Let's do some beach combing while we're here. That's just cloth.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Working on it. Alright, see, there's the stash right there. That yellow compartment. Now, what is this? That's wood. That is wood. So far, it seems pretty safe. But those could be famous last words. We'll see. Alright, the trade draw box currently is locked. I did turn the trader on. You all saw me. Alright. Moment of truth. I'm not actually sure if there's a wolf up here or not. Seems like there might be a chance for a wolf to get in through here on the right. What I'm going to try to do is get as far up here as I can. Get around this rock. And then just sprint to the house, if I can manage it. That's what I'm going to try to do. That's a deer. Okay, not bad. We've arrived at Misanthrope's homestead. Now, it is getting a little foggy.
Kinda heavy.
More wood matches. Okay. Lantern fuel. That's nice, but what I really need is a lantern. And more importantly, I need a bedroll. Please and thanks. That would be the thing that would make my day. If you could just get on that. Alright, nothing here. Nothing here. It's probably going to behoove me to head to Desolation Point's forge. I can run up and grab some of that coal. Or honestly, I don't even need to. I can just grab coal on the way in to Desolation Point. That would also provide us additional locations to check for a bedroll. Because even in the new loot tables, I think Desolation Point, particularly the whaling station, this is so cool. I think Desolation Point, particularly the whaling station, is a higher probability location for things like the bedroll. I absolutely love this so much. In some ways, it's way overdue, but, you know, it's not like the safe house customization is a feature that was obviously missing for all this time. Like, oh yeah, we wanted this so badly and the games felt so incomplete without it. But it's just this thing that adds so much character and so much possibility to the immersive side of the game, which I don't need to tell those of you who've been around a long time how big of a deal that is to me. Anything to sort of give me more of a sense of just being able to exist within a given game world and really sink my imagination into a particular playthrough of The Long Dark. Nice. Sport dust. Anything along those lines. Super helpful. So the fact that Hinterland have finally added something like that, it's a big freaking deal. Alright, so far, I'm glad we found the matches and I'm glad we found the lantern fuel, but this has not been a great visit to Misanthropes. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't... Am I really that low? Yeah, I guess we'll do ketchup chips. I do not have a lot of food. I've got the Pinnacle Peaches, which I'm going to go ahead and eat those. The thing about Pinnacle Peaches is they're a pound, a little bit more than a pound. So lugging those around, especially if you have a can opener, which I do, it's kind of counterproductive. So many sewing kits. I've got to drop so much stuff once we have a better location. I'm going to hold on to both of those can openers, but eventually drop one of them. Probably at the Quonset, let's be honest. Because that'll be a good centralized location once we arrive there. And that should honestly be in the next few minutes of gameplay. If we're lucky enough. Well, at least we have all the water in the world. It's only noon, and we're not that tired. So I think what I want to do... Okay. Is there anything else? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Check that plastic container. There's nothing else. Alright. Anything under there? No. No, 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 and no. Okay. Still need to be mindful of the fact that there might be a wolf up here. Let's check the house on all sides. Just to see if there's anything loot-wise. Okay. Now, I don't love the fog. There doesn't appear to be a wolf up here, though, which is pretty great. So... I'm gonna start carefully plotting my way down this direction. Now I need to be mindful of the fact that there is probably still a bear nearby. Again, the thing about moving the bears too much with the whole wildlife refresh is that there are caves. So they would have to reconfigure which caves are bear caves and which caves are not. And there are certain caves that are just kind of cut out to be bear caves, you know? And I think this one is one of them. So I'm kind of inclined to think that there's still going to be a bear around here no matter what. Okay, keep my head on a swivel. I can already see my next destination. I see a wolf over there to the right. That is just a standard wolf. No timber wolves, thankfully, yet. Okay, so the nearer house is burned out there. All right, there's a couple of wolves there. I see some revolver ammo. That's pretty nice. Newsprint. A book. Excellent. Okay, so there are a couple of wolves over there. Very much standard wolves. That is a demon on the ice. Center of the screen. Okay, so the farther house is not burned out. Very rarely is. We're going to head straight for that. I'm encouraged by the fact that that deer is just hanging out there by the dock. If there was a wolf coming out onto the ice from that direction, that deer would not just be chilling. So that's a good sign that we might be able to get to that next house and kind of leapfrog our way through the environment towards Quonset, which is right on the other side of this higher ridge, straight ahead. Pretty nice. I'm going to try and run this deer directly toward where the wolves may be. Let's see if we can kite them a little bit. Reverse kite them. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do, but okay. Thanks for trying. Appreciate you. All right, so there's a mailbox over there. I hear lots of wolves straight ahead, more than one. There are at least 2 wolves in the Quonset area. Possibly one on this side of the Quonset, which I do not love because I can't go very fast right now. There are 2 doors to this house, and I'm going to have to use that as a strategy in pretty short order. Ooh, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Can't see anything. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Okay, good. Okay, so ooh, I think I just heard a footstep. It was not a deer. Okay. Into the coastal town site.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Soon, Jennifer, but not yet. Just hold on a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. That's not an intentional Detroit reference. And yet there it is. Ironically, we haven't gotten to that song yet in Detroit. But we'll get there. Yeah, just a little while longer. I need you to hold on to that gear. And since we have another toilet to search here, we will be leaving even more encumbered. So it's gonna be pretty dicey, to say the least. Oh, that's a potato. I will grab that. It's gonna be pretty dicey. One might even say it could be spicy. In the coming moments. Okay. It doesn't appear that I can repair this when there's not actually a door to repair it with. In that previous house, you'll recall that there was a broken door that was sitting on top of the cabinet, and we were able to use that to repair the nearby cabinet, which is neat. But you can't just repair the cabinet if there's not a door. You can't just materialize a door out of thin air. It doesn't work that way, which I appreciate. That would have been kind of annoying. Alright, nothing there. Nothing here. Yeah, we're going to have to go to the forge in Desolation Point to make our tools. We're going to have to. I genuinely cannot wait for the new customization options that are arriving in 2025. By the way, the next time you watch an episode of Against All Odds, it will be in 2025. The next episode is coming out on New Year's Day. So that's pretty exciting. I do know that 2024 was a long year for many of us here in the Legion, and for many of you just lurking from afar, who are newer members of the community, might not consider yourselves Legionnaires just yet, but still, if you're looking forward to 2025, I look forward to celebrating with you in just one episode's time. Okay. Nothing else here. Very, very lackluster showing. Oh boy. Did I? Yeah, I did. Nothing in the tub. Wow. That's really disappointing. Okay. couple of things. I've picked up some additional items, and I don't really need these. It's going to be an hour and 15 minutes to cure this, or to harvest this.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I know. We need to find more food. We need to cook more food. We just need to have general things to eat. That is a lot of water. That is more water than I need, and I am 20 pounds encumbered. If I run into a wolf, that's going to present a problem. I probably, truth be told, just need to set some water down in the snow outside. Okay, let's try and go out the back door here. I'm going to triple check to make sure there's nothing underneath the couches. Because at this point, we're dealing with a pretty shockingly meager loot table for the last couple of houses.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. So here's our door. We're going to peek over the top and potentially run right back. Nice. Let's frickin' go. All right, let's get in the car. This will make it pretty easy to get straight in. Oh. Hey, puppy. Did you smell me? Did you smell me? Am I carrying something? Hold on. That is sus. That is incredibly sus. Because that wolf approached silently like it smelled something. But I'm not carrying anything smelly. Alright, so there are two wolves. Oh no. And they're both... That one's walking away. Here's the thing though, the Quonset entrance is pretty close. Bye-bye. Okay. Immediate dog food. Candy bar. Cooking oil. We're going to turn this place into a short-term base. Oats. Perfect. Oh, we've got another radio here too. That's lovely. So another opportunity, in fact, probably one of the best opportunities in the game to talk to the trader while being close to his stash. Alright, I do not need another toolkit. That is a rifle cartridge, I'll take it. Man, so much water. We're going to drop a lot of water in very short order. I just want to finish searching this front area. That is not a can. Looks like a can, not a can. Just a crunched up can. That's unfortunate. We can't stack the boxes. Oh, there we go. How cool is this? Seriously, how cool is this? This is finally possible. It's such a simple addition, and yet it just adds so much elegance to the core gameplay. And there's our storm lantern. Can I get a hell yeah?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Hell yeah. Alright, we definitely need to empty our pack a bit. But first, let's finish going through this. It also might be worthwhile to finally do another repair pass. Because God knows we have enough sewing kits. Finally have a decent chance for some inventory management here. So we're going to take it. There's some wires.
I think I can use this.
I'm going to just leave that antiseptic. I'm not even... Why would I take it with me? Why? There's no reason. There's no reason. You can't make me. There's just no point. Okay, there's nothing under there.
Oh, I'm starving.
You'll be fine. Give me a second. Jeez. So needy. Ketchup chips. You happy, Jennifer? Alright, recycled can. Granola bar. No, I don't want to destroy that. But I do want to move it out here. See, this is one of those bases that you can definitely do a lot with in terms of relocating things, making things, just repositioning things, cleaning it up, tidying it. And in fact, we're going to do that in a moment just for the sheer satisfaction of it. I just want to finish searching to make sure that I've checked everything in this area. There are still, like, plenty of locations in Coastal Highway. Oh!
Huh. What have we here?
Hi. Okay. 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 Wolves can get wrecked now. On Barb's rifle. At its standard location. So that might be the first time in the history of Against All Odds that we found one of the rifle variants. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think... Yeah, it has to be, right? Unless we found one in Season 6 and I'm forgetting. Because I don't think they existed in Season 6 yet. I think they've only existed... I think the earliest series where the rifle variants could have appeared... I don't want to lose well-fed here. But one of the earliest series, or the only series, really, where the rifle could have appeared first would be sometime during the Against All Challenges meta-series, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, let's go ahead and chow down. Ooh, I've got to consume those ketchup chips before another moment passes. Let's not risk food poisoning. Although, nice. Let's just say that if it was the ketchup chips that gave me food poisoning, it would be slightly mimetically appropriate. Just putting that out there. If you know, you know. Yes, I just said mimetically. I'm not even sure if that's an appropriate usage of that word, but I'm going with it. How dare you? How dare you give me spray paint? I don't need spray paint. I didn't ask for spray paint. Spray paint is dumb. Thanks, though, for the granola bar. That's awesome. Okay. There's nothing else on this side. I see some wires over there. I don't think I actually went through... Oh, I did. Okay. Wires. Yeah, nothing underneath. Nothing in here. Finally starting to get kind of tired, which is understandable. Okay. So you can rotate stuff like this and make it much more, like, flush against the wall, which is just beautiful. You can also do the same with the metal box. I love that you can put it on a lower shelf if you want to. That makes me happy. But see, now I'm actually inclined to use this as a storage space. You know, it's great. And here's some junk that I can get rid of. We can pick the computer back up. Yeah, we don't need to junk the computer, but maybe we can put the computer... no. We want foot room at our desk, right? This is so great. I love that you can do this. Alright, so we've cleared the junk from the floor. Look at that. That's so freaking great. And then... this is a little bit tougher to do. Because it's a single locker next to a double locker, but... there we go. Oh, God, that's ugly. Never mind. Hold on. I regret everything. Stop. Stop it. Oh, I see. The locker's actually, like, perfect. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit of finesse to do properly, because these are differently shaped, but still. Hang on. Good enough for now. Beautiful. Okay, so let's open this locker and finally do some inventory management, shall we? We're going to put away so much water. Oh my goodness. That's not necessary. We'll be cleaning that rifle very shortly. We'll keep all the sticks. I will, however, get rid of 4 of them. We only need 15 to make a snow shelter. Had one of my long-time community members remind me in the comments. Remember, you can make a snow shelter, Hadrian. I know. I know. The thing about the snow shelter is you can only make them out in the snow and only in certain locations. And my playstyle, like, I will make a snow shelter if I have to, but... And by the way, I appreciate the reminder, but, like, I'm not likely to make one, so don't hold your breath, is what I'm saying. Okay. I think I should go category by category. So we've got some books here. I think I've read at least one of these research books. I'll have to check. Can get rid of all this newsprint for now. Got plenty of matches. Because I haven't, you know, started too many fires yet. Even have a decent number of stems. Or I have some clothing I can get rid of. Got some salt that I don't need either, but the cooking oil in particular, I'm kind of tempted to put away. We have this old mill flour. So here's the thing. I want to... Let's move the fire barrel back a little bit. Let's replace... Let's just, like, slightly tidy up the positioning of that cabinet. Now, I think what I'm going to do is use this as an ingredient shelf. So let's see. There we go. God, I love this. I love this so much. Holy crap. I'm happy that we did the Season 0 runs and Against All Odds and played on a lower difficulty for a while. But the whole purpose of those series was to familiarize myself with the newer mechanics in the game. And it's kind of ironic. This is the biggest of the new mechanics that's been added. By far. This blows the cooking update out of the water. Like, there's not even a contest. It's not close. There's no question. Absolutely destroys the cooking update. And here we are playing on a very, very Loper adjacent difficulty once more, which is hilarious to me. Okay, so we put the food stuff down. Let's go ahead and drop these. Also, speaking of things that need to be dropped, let's go ahead and drop these saplings. Put them in a nice, prominent location. And because that is our very first... So that's 2 maple saplings. The very first thing we're going to leave behind. And I just want to make sure we have a complete record of that. All right, now having done that, let's go back to the locker and keep putting stuff up because we still have more to do. Only got 1 accelerant, which makes me sad. Don't need 2 spray paint. Hardly need even 1 spray paint. We're going to put 1 of those can openers up. We're going to drop 3 of these cans. We're going to drop most of these sewing kits, including the 15% one. We're going to use these firearm cleaning kits momentarily. I don't need these torches, really. Part of me is tempted to also drop the wires and the fuses while I'm not lugging them around. I mean, while I'm not actively looking for signal void towers, which I'm not at the moment. Okay, so the heaviest stuff, I think it's just the fact that I picked up the rifle. That's what's throwing off my read on how much I'm carrying. All right, let's go ahead and refuel this. And then we've got to clean this rifle. So this is pretty exciting, because we did bring the rifle back for Against All Odds Season 8. The rifle's been a staple in Against All Odds. I have experimented with bow-only play. Season 7, in fact, was one such experiment. And we will probably do so again. But there's just something, even on high difficulty, that just feels so good about playing with the rifle. It feels like a more complete experience. All right, so we're up to 75%. Let's get this thing as clean as we possibly can. Oh, not, sorry, that was the cleaning kit's condition. What's the rifle at? 73. Okay. I was thinking that was kind of fast. Like, wait a minute. That's too fast. But remember that we've already found some rifle ammo, so we have the ability to defend ourselves now against anything. But what you have to bear in mind, we can't really go too crazy hunting yet because we don't have knives and we don't have hatchets, so we don't have what we would need to easily work with all of these carcasses that we might find. Okay. Yeah, let's clean it one more time, get it done, and then we'll reload it. Oh, it's dark. Yeah, we have 15. 15. But we're not going to load it in the dark. That just, it feels wrong. So let's go ahead, drink some water. Can't go for too much longer today, especially because this episode is so late. One of the things I want to do with the channel in 2025 is if I'm late with an episode, if I can manage to record it, even if it's a same day recording, I'm going to try to, you know, get to it no matter how late it's going to be. The rule that I tended to follow for very good reason in, how much time? Like 9 hours. For very good reason in 2024 was like, let me, you know, if I missed my chance to record in the morning, I've got plenty to do in the evening for work. So let's not put too much pressure on ourselves to catch up. But I think the way that things are going to balance out in 2025, it'll be easier to do that. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Okay, so let's now... The sun's not quite up yet, so is there anything I can... Yeah. Let's harvest this. Ironically, that's not going to get the sun all the way up, but we have a few more items. This is another 10 minutes. Ooh, it's going to be pretty close. All right, let's pass time for 1 measly hour.
I could eat anything right now.
Okay, so we see some daylight outside. And we can leave the gas station right here. Couple of clips. Actual clips, by the way. It's always fun to... Speaking of memes, it's always good to bring that up.
Any of this gear.
It's a common misnomer when you see people talking about magazines associated with various firearms. It's a common misnomer to look at a magazine and call it a clip. It's not a clip. It's a magazine. What we just used to load this gun is a clip. Let's see. Game, don't give me ominous music when I just realized I probably shouldn't have searched that trunk. That's rude. Okay, I'm going to try and get to this house as a stopping point. There's also a car. Not sure where the wolves are, but they're not close. Can I get in the trunk? Oh, it's not locked. Nice. Let's check here. More revolver ammo. Oh my. Alright, so that is going to continue, I see. We're going to have all the revolver ammo in the world. Okay. Before I wrap up this episode, we're going to search this one last house. Let's take us slightly over the 40-minute mark.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Hey, that's a really nice parka. Okay. I will be repairing that soonish. For now, let's go ahead and refuel. Oh, I already refueled it. Was there no fuel in this lantern? What the heck? All right, well, I don't want to burn too much of this lantern fuel then. Let's try and be quick. Rude. Rude. We don't need more of that stuff. The game seems to think we do, but we don't. Food, however, would be amazing. Nothing in the microwave. Yeah, so this cabinet can be repaired because the door is sitting right there. But when you find a cabinet with a completely... Oh, nice coffee. With a completely missing door, you're out of luck. All right, nothing there. Let's check these cabinets. Nice, more lantern fuel. That's handy. And some tomato soup. And more coffee. Okay. Okay, Coastal Highway finally deciding to cooperate. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's a step in the right direction. I did check this cabinet. Yes, I did. Good. Very good. Sad I can't go in that door. I'm less worried about lantern fuel now, so I just want to go upstairs and look around. I can probably put this thing away pretty soon. But let's just triple check. I love the settling sounds in the house that make it sound like there's someone else in the room with you. All right, there's a baseball cap.
Starving.
Don't really need that. More underwear. Okay, that's actually an upgrade. We need to repair it, but it's a step in the right direction. Okay, nothing underneath here. I'm going to go ahead and put the lantern away because at this point we don't need it. Almost there. More water. Also don't need that, but it's nice to have a little bit extra on hand. Okay, so I know I found lots of food. Although ironically, in order to have the food, I'm going to need to make some running river oats, which I'll have to do in the next episode. For now, I'm going to eat this tomato soup. And then what I'll probably do is let's just go ahead and sleep for 3 hours. We'll only get about 2.5 there, but this will be a good stopping point for the episode. I will upload this one incredibly late, almost 12 hours late, in fact. But I want to get this one up for the day so that the slot is filled, and then we will be back in a couple of days. And in the new year, with the next episode of Against All Odds, we will probably...
I could eat anything right now.
I'm going to start making my way towards Desolation Point in the next episode, more than likely. I'm just not sure how much I'm going to meander along the way. There might be some additional locations that I'll check out while I do that. I might even try and make it up to the tower before I do that, because I think if I could get a bedroll before I try to go to Desolation Point, that'd be nice, especially now that I have the rifle and feel like I can defend myself. That's something I'm probably going to see if I can make happen. Bedroll is kind of important for getting around. Worst comes to worst, I can use a snow shelter, like we talked about. But I'm going to try to get a bedroll. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes will be arriving, at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time every other day, and comments are always welcome. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.